Okay, so Safari 2025. We got a new lid. Anyway, after condo, we really kind of got stuck into the 450. Unfortunately, we were still working on it when we were getting ready for scrutineering this morning, but I guess that's kind of just the way it is. So we've decided with the high-speed straights, Safari kind of turns into a bit of a dick swinging contest. So the only way to overcome that is to get a bigger dick, which we've kind of achieved. We've got the motor running a lot freer now. She makes a little bit more power. We've completely changed the setup of the 450 to actually make it a bit more capable in the tight stuff, more nimble, and a bit more efficient. So fingers crossed it works. I've done 70 kilometers on it since the motor's been rebuilt, so this is going to be interesting. So the 2025 Sunraysia Safari was a bit interesting. We went into the event knowing that we didn't have enough prep time in the bike, didn't have enough testing. Shit, we were actually water sealing the trailer the day before we left. Everything was very rushed. The week of, the bike was in pieces again, getting stuff redone to it, brackets for the muffler and the tank and everything refurbished. In knowing that I hadn't had the time to test anything, I knew there'd be a bit of a learning curve for riding the 450 again, given that we'd changed quite a few of the characteristics with it. So yeah, all in all, we didn't have much time to prepare it, but the one thing I did know is how it handled in the wet. The one test run we'd done, it was pissing down rain, so guess that kind of worked.
You have fun there, Liam?
I'm waiting for the fucking thing to focus.
Are you going to fuel up at all for the week?
I'll sit it down maybe once or twice. Okay, Safari day one starts tomorrow. We've got 2 scrolls. We already know that the last stage of the day has been cancelled due to goat mustering. So, unfortunate. This rain's only really spitting at the moment. Hopefully the course check for tomorrow is good and we don't get more kilometres cancelled. We've got 4 pages of amendments already. So update, it's like 7:30 in the morning. It's been raining since 2 AM. It's still going to be raining for the next 3 hours. We're getting released and 80% of the field is on desert tyres, except myself, Archie and a few other people, so it should be fun.
Between kilometre 22 and 33 in the competitive, it's very slippery.
Yep.
You heard that? Yeah. Did you hear that?
Okay, stage 1 for Safari. We've slammed the gel. It's raining. Turns out pretty much everyone swapped to normal tyres instead of rally tyres. Damn it. But Greenie behind me is still on one. This should be fun. Fucking broke it. Jesus. So entailed manually scrolling my road book for the entire 77 kilometre stage in the mud. It was very slippery, not a good stage to take your hand off the bars.
You think too much, it's in my head. So I'm shaking out the rust. You got no trust, it's in my head. So I'm shaking out the rust. I think I broke just a little bit. Run through the fire and back again. Lord knows I tried everything I can. Now I'm shaking out the rust. Bang my head against the wall. Try to hold a smile, but I'm sick of it all. Everyone with something to say. Better hold my tongue or I'll make a mistake. I get up, show 'em what I do, show 'em how it's done. I get up, never turning down, never gonna run out. You think too much, it's in my head. So I'm shaking
I got no road book controls either.
There's a wire off the back of that too.
Yep, it's broken a switch connection. Nope, that'll have to do.
Well, back to it then.
Thank you.
There you go.
Mate, I had to manual scroll the whole stage.
That's disgusting.
That was fucking not fun.
Got a picture here somewhere. I can't feel my hands.
Yeah, once the stage finished, we were still set to take off for our second stage, so we went to the roadside refuel, then took off, and a ways down the road, some of us got a message that SS2 had been cancelled. A lot of people also didn't.
Wide open, so it wasn't really a chance there to do much.
So not really staking?
Hey, a little bit, but you got to do what you can do.
Righto, dude. I'll get moving. Righto. See you in there.
I think we're about 30 k's out from Pooncarie, and people started coming back the other way. Now, I'd gotten the message, but I'd also had the electrical issues, so I wasn't 100% trusting it. Anyway, we ended up coming back. That 80 kilometres on the bitumen was the most miserable I have ever been on a bike in my life. It's about 6 to 8 degrees, 100 k's an hour on bitumen when you are soaked head to toe is not my idea of fun. Service crews hadn't received the information that SS2 had been cancelled, so they're sitting in Pooncarie waiting, and we've all turned around and head back. Dad had the keys to the trailer, which had the towels in it, and my clothes. I could not use my hands. They were pretty well frozen solid, and I don't think I've shivered that much in my life before. I had to sit and wait for a minute for my hands to kind of warm up. Now, because I couldn't actually use my hands, I couldn't bend my thumbs, they were kind of locked like this. I managed to find an Allen key, jam through the zip, and pull the zip down on the jacket so I could get that off. and get some of the layers off to get something else around me. I did find a pair of pliers to get into my bum bag to undo the clip. Got my phone out, let Dad know what was going on, because obviously they'd had nothing, and I think he was already on his way back by then. So I went and bought a coffee, kind of warmed up a little bit. There's a feels like of about 8 degrees at the moment. It's bullshit. I thought I'd fix my clutch issue, but apparently I haven't. So that came back again. So I've got to sort that out. I might actually look at that while there's no oil in the bike. But at this stage, it's not looking like day 2 is going to be going ahead because of the amount of rain we've had, and the fact we'd be heading west on the Anna branch, which is obviously river clay and not very sandy. So we'll see what happens. So with day 1 being that shit, we knew that was going to impact the rest of the event. We weren't quite sure how at that stage. In 2022, most of the event just got cancelled, which absolutely sucked, and none of us wanted a repeat of that.
How you going?
So what happened for your soil sample?
What sort of sample? I've still got most of it on here.
One that makes it look like you got into a fist fight.
Oh yeah, so that was just a straight over the front. I don't actually know too much more than that, apart from I was face down in the mud in the fetal position and got up from there. So wait for the old fellas with the cameras. Apparently they got a good sequence shot, so we'll know more.
It could be a bit wet, and didn't help getting coming off in the first, I don't know, 2Ks. Yeah, so that's all good. Definitely lots to do when I get back.
But for day 2, they let us run the stage out towards the SA border, which was about 120k transport into 120k stage. The stage itself was actually quite fun, but I definitely noticed the 450 being a little underpowered, shall we say.